upgrade your shields. I think I'll go with ammo capacity so I can shoot more things, preferably with my sniper rifle. But I don't know if that applies to sniper rifles or not. Hopefully it does. And then this here simply lists all the upgrades that we've gotten as time goes on. Hey Liara, how you doing?
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. People were finally starting to listen before the Reapers came. If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't. I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
The thought means a lot, Liara. Thanks.
You're welcome. And since I didn't mention it before, it's good to be back, Shepard.
That's nice. Anything over here? No? Anything more to say, Liara?
Hello again, Shepard.
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus' ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
Huh.
You brought your little helper with you?
Its name is Glyph. It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
Radio. And here's another random data terminal.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
2171. University of Ceres agreed to sponsor me at the Prothean dig on Dratorop. Very exciting. Professor Hennel is heading the expedition herself. Maybe I can even ask her for her opinion on my thesis outline. 2174. I believe Dr. Joshuan was right to suggest that the Prothean artifacts we unearthed are from the Third Age, not the Fourth. What an embarrassing mistake. At least he seemed to approve of the rest of the paper. 2183 Part 1. I am going on the Therum expedition. I never thought I'd gain permission to visit the Prothean ruins there, but the University of Ceres must have secured the funding after all. Now to pack. 2183 Part 2. Goddess, this human Shepard has the key to comprehending the Protheans on an instinctual subconscious level. If only I could have been there when the commander touched the beacon on Eden Prime. I'll try to learn more about this cipher on board the Normandy. The involvement of the Reapers is troubling, to say the least. 2185. I reviewed the old Shadow Broker's footage of the Collectors. It's chilling to know that they're the Protheans' husks. At least nothing sentient could possibly remain after what the Reapers did to them. This is Liara's notes, by the way, in case you're wondering. Message from Operative Farron to the broker. I made contact with Tazik yesterday. The look on his face was priceless. He's not happy you put me in charge of scouting the Terminus systems, but he's doing a good job of keeping us alive. I've never seen so many pirates and mercs on edge. The black market's unreliable, and it's getting harder to make contact with suppliers. The Alliance won't be able to rely on it as a source of crucible materials for long if things get worse. Some of the other operatives think we should cut our losses now, but I just keep asking them, when did the odds ever stop the broker? Farron. P.S. I hope you finally got our little friend Droney to stop saying shadow and broker out loud in the same sentence to anyone in sight. That's kind of funny.
Please, enjoy your day.
Loading. Yes, these doors are thinly veiled loading screens. Aren't they lovely? I miss Garrus. He was the only reason I'd ever come over here. And he's not here yet. If ever. Hope he comes back. I'm sure he will. I've seen him in previews and such. Hey, Doctor. I'll be back to you in a minute. Whoa. That was weird. Game didn't quite load there for a half a second. Ooh, what's this? Reassigned powers. Yes, please. Reset Shepard's powers. Yes. I want to do that. I want to get rid of the cryo ammo that I mistakenly had in the previous game and it carried over. You can reset every person on the squad once for free, and then it costs 5,000 credits. So you better be sure you want to do it before you do it. So you only have to do it once, if at all. 73 whole points. Always want to max out the character one first. Weapon damage and power damage, or power duration and reputation. Power duration for cloaking will be good, and reputation bonus for talking and whatever else. Squad weapon damage and squad power damage, or weight capacity. Let's do squad stuff. So everybody's a little bit better. Power damage and duration, or sniper rifle damage and headshot damage. Definitely sniper rifle damage. I love sniping in this game. It's awesome. Definitely want some cloak. And incinerate for the funsies. Probably some sabotage. Disruptor ammo. Fitness. Might as well. I don't really use grenades. I prefer to use squad grenades, so I don't have to waste my ammo on it, but it'll be good to have in case we should need it, I suppose. 16 points, huh? Increased damage bonus 40%, increased power duration 40%. Let's go with damage bonus. Recharge speed, melee damage by 50% while cloaked. Oh, that is going to be so fun. I so want to take advantage of that. Yeah, that's going to be fun times. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Fire 1 power while cloaked and remain hidden. Increase sniper rifle damage by 40% while cloaked. We could fire 1 power while hidden, which means we could fire something like Incinerate. Possibly a grenade. You know what? Sniper rifle damage by 40%. Well, the cloak's going to disappear as soon as we fire the sniper. So I think this would probably be a little bit more useful. But I'll wait on that, because that'll be 6 points, I think. Increase impact radius by 2 meters. Increase damage. Definitely increase damage. And then I only have 3 points, so I don't think I can really upgrade anything else. So I think I'll have to wait. Lovely. What's this? Fortification. Well, this is bonus powers. We got fortification bonus from talking to James on the Citadel. And actually, out of all the bonus powers we're going to get, I'm pretty sure this is probably the one that I would want, because it's fortification. It's more defense. Reinforce armor using protective currents. Purge the current and send its charge to your gauntlets for increased melee damage, slow down power use. So, yeah, that'll be fairly handy for us. We could get other bonus powers like, I think Slam is going to be one of them from one of the other crew, and warp ammo and stuff like that. But and actually, having fortification now means I can use those 3 extra points for that. Nice. Alrighty then. I'm gonna reset Fraps. Be right back. And I'm back. Hey Doc, how's it going?
Commander?
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old med bay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
Guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive.
Huh.
I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. The procedure we did for your scarring has produced a lovely synthetic protein overlay. And your body has accepted the implants quite nicely.
It'd have better. Sure didn't come cheap.
That's it. You're the picture of health.
She's referring to the upgrade to the medbay we got back in Mass Effect 2 that healed our scars. Even if you don't take that procedure, she'll just mention that you should be nice if you want your scars to heal, and then they're going to get worse if you're a jerk, so it's just a little note on that, really, is all that is.
How's our inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
Ha! Nice one.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them. So no, I don't regret it one bit.
You've never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children. I'm blessed with many close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two. We need to end this war.
I'll see you around, Doctor.
Take care, Shepard.
It's always nice to talk to you. I wish you had some more things to discuss. Hopefully you do in this game. You kind of didn't have much dialogue at all in the previous two games. Kind of sucks. Anyways, down to engineering, I guess. Squad mates do more damage when ordered to attack a specific target. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't know why that would be, but whatever. Hey, military reporter lady that's not wearing a military-approved outfit.
How's your new assignment working out, Allers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth. The first two, I can deal with. That last one gets my attention.
So what are you asking for, exactly?
Anything from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings. I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you air a story.
I can do this, Commander. Remind me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry.
Lovely. Didn't there used to be a trash compactor in here when we talked to Zaid back in Mass Effect 2? I bet this place probably smells pretty horrible. Of course, the trash that we compacted was just like metal box things, so maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Whatever. What's on your wall? Random pictures of people, apparently. Uh-huh. Well, that doesn't look like a stalker slash murderer slash kidnapper wall at all. Any hoozle. Let's go down here. Jack's old hidey hole. I wonder if anybody will start living down here eventually. Whoa! Gimme, 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 gimme! Gimme! Ah! Space Hamster! Come hither! A bunch more useless models. Aha! Gotcha! Space Hamster for the win. We had the Space Hamster back in Mass Effect 2. So that's cool. It must have escaped during the retrofit, and now it's gonna be back in our cabin for us. Hooray! Engineer Adams from Mass Effect 1, how you doing?
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chakwas contacted me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
Your Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers.
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means...
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
Heh.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
That's nice.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
That's nice. Good to have you back. Doobie-doobie-doo, and I don't think there's anything over here. I wonder if we'll ever be able to get in there, if it's just an empty door like that. Let's go down there to the shuttle bay. We can go talk to that guy, and I think James is down there somewhere too. Doobie-doobie-doo. Doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. Cortez, how you doing?
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded EZO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
Yeah.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small EZO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
Good, I hope so. I hated the stupid hammerhead. I hope I don't see it in this game. That would suck. God, I hated that. I would rather have the oh, what was it? The one from the first game. I can't remember what it was. For that vehicle.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident. It practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So, you can fly fighters and fix them.
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
Huh.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The Collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
Good to meet you, Cortez. You seem like a decent guy. One thing is, I don't know why I would bother to buy from this store right here, when this simply links all the stores that we already have, and it marks everything up by 10%, so it costs more. I would rather just go to the stores. Why spend extra when you can go to a store and get it cheaper? I don't understand the logic in that. There's no incentive to buy from here. This allows us to upgrade weapons. Unfortunately, I don't really have any weapons to upgrade because I don't have any particular favorites at this point. I would upgrade the sniper rifle that we have, but I'm waiting to get that Black Widow because that's the one I'm going to be using. So for right now, I'm going to wait on upgrading any of those. Of course, here's another workbench to work on weapons. But I think I already pretty much did that. Another model. Dooby-dooby-doo. We'll talk to James in a minute. Dooby-dooby-doo. What's this? Another model. A Normandy SR-1. That's nice. Hey, there's our Robo-Dog. Dog mech, whatever you want to call it. Dooba-dooby-doo. Dooby-dooby-doo-dooby-dooby-doo. Is it really necessary to have 2 shuttles? I guess Vega probably banged one up pretty bad in his little stunt earlier. Hey James, how's it going?
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal. Unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yeah. We're gonna rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You down here for a reason?
Just came down to talk.
Great. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
I think I can handle it.
Okay, loco. Let's dance.
Don't push your luck, Vega. With age comes wisdom. And rank.
Ha!
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
Just a guess.
You a shrink too?
Nope. But that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So? Maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war!
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey, thanks for the dance, loco.
Loco, huh?
I can think of worse things to call you.
Long as you remember who's in charge, you can call me whatever you want.
Oh, I won't forget.
Well, that was interesting. Told you guys, James is a meathead. But he's still a good guy. Hopefully he learned something from that exchange. Oh, by the way, right here, of course, you could change your armor as well. If you don't want to go all the way up to the Captain's cabin. Well, I think that's it as far as exploring the ship for right now goes. Talking to everybody. So I think what we'll do for a little while is do some scanning and exploring of the galaxy. Because this is kind of interesting as well. Clusters already conquered by the Reapers can be accessed using the Normandy stealth drive. Search these clusters for survivors, salvage, and valuable intel. So this is where the Citadel is. This is where the next main mission is, rescuing the Turian Primarch. This is just a random system. I think it also has a fuel depot. This is the From Ashes DLC area. This is another system, and one system way over here which has the Cerberus lab. Let's go explore here. Search and rescue. The Normandy is equipped with a new and improved scanning pulse that can detect objects of interest. Use this to uncover war assets, artifacts, intel, and fuel as you fly around the system. Be aware, however, that each time the pulse is used, the chance that Reapers will enter the system to investigate is increased. If a Reaper enters the system you are in, flee and wait until you have completed a mission before returning. By waiting, the Reapers leave so you can come back in and not have to worry about them too much. Now that we're here, I'm going to get out and save because we'll probably attract the Reapers. So we want to make sure we have a good save before that point. And actually, before we do this system, let's go explore whatever other ones may be here, which I guess is just this one. Now, I always try and get between two planets if possible, so one scan will cover both. Hopefully this will work, I don't know.
I found something.
Yeah, see, the Reaper alertness goes up. Once this is full, the Reapers come into the system, so... Planet scanning is easier. Anytime it says you can scan a planet, you only have to get one probe landed in the area wherever it directs you at these little white spots. And we have